E3 is close, and there are a lot of rumors about what games are going to be in this year's E3, and not so long ago I find a list that might be the possible Sony's lineup for their press conference in this year's E3, and I'm really excited to share this list with you guys. So let's start with the very first game in top of the list, Death Stranding from Kojima Productions, live gameplay and a story trailer. Personally, Death Stranding is one of my favorite games and I cannot wait to get my hands on this game. And so far there have been 2 trailers released from this game that both didn't really explain a lot for us, and neither told us how the gameplay is going to be like, so I'm sure we will see Death Stranding on this year's E3. Next is Project Oscar by Sucker Punch Productions. They brought us the Infamous series, and I love the last Infamous, both Second Son and First Light, and it is possible they bring a new IP in this year's E3. But the question is, what type of game Project Oscar is going to be? I'm actually really excited to know. Next is God of War gameplay trailer from Santa Monica Studio. We know the game is rebooted, and the first gameplay trailer blew everyone's mind of how amazing the game has become, and another gameplay trailer from God of War in this year's E3 that can clear a story for us would be actually really good. Next is Days Gone gameplay trailer from Bend Studio. Days Gone showed up in last year's E3 if I remember correctly, by showing us an open world zombie apocalypse game that is really close to both The Last of Us and State of Decay, and seeing another gameplay trailer that can show us a bit more of this game would be really amazing, because I really dig how the game looks. Next is Dream VR. Well, PlayStation VR has been released and it's out there, and seeing a VR game in this year's E3 is not really a big news, so I'm not really actually going to talk about it, but I am really excited to see what this game is going to actually be about, and I really love VR, so it can be really interesting to see what this game's about. Next is Uncharted: The Lost Legacy. Lately there have been a lot of news and rumors about the game out there, and I personally want Uncharted Lost Legacy in this year's E3 because not a lot about the story of the game showed in the last trailer, so I really want to see more of the story of the game and see what it's actually going to be about. Next in the list is Destiny 2 live gameplay trailer from Activision. Destiny 2 has been confirmed, and there are teasers of the game out there, so a live gameplay from Destiny 2 is highly possible, and I really can't wait to see the gameplay of the game and how much it changed, because I really love Destiny and I can't wait to see the sequel.
I did a lot of shooting, if I'm being totally honest.
Next games are Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, Crash Bandicoot, Kingdom Hearts 3, and Call of Duty Chemical Warfare. Well, sorry, but not gonna talk about Call of Duty because it doesn't need any, really. And Star Wars Battlefront 2. Well, Battlefront 1 came out and a lot of people loved how the game looks and how amazing it was. And imagining Battlefront 2 is really possible, but still it can be fake, so let's not have our hopes up for it yet. And next is Assassin's Creed Empire gameplay trailer from Ubisoft. Well, there have been so many news around the new Assassin's Creed that its name is Empire and it's in Egypt, but still not a lot of confirmed news or any teasers have been come out, so seeing new Assassin's Creed in this year's E3 can be highly possible. And after their break from Assassin's Creed Syndicate, we can hope to see some gameplay from new AC in PlayStation press conference. Next is a Spider-Man gameplay trailer. Gameplay trailer from Spider-Man game is highly needed because they only showed us bits of the game and not a lot of story, neither gameplay. So I'm thinking we're going to see Spider-Man in this year's E3. Next on the list is Bloodborne 2. Well, it's been really long since Bloodborne 1 released, and Bloodborne 2 is really possible. because From Software released 3 games of Dark Souls and they showed they always can make more and more of their games. So Bloodborne 2 can be highly possible to be in this year's E3. And at the end of the list is Red Dead Redemption 2. Personally, I think this is fake because Rockstar isn't that type of studio that shows up in E3, so I'm saying this might be fake. And we won't see Red Dead Redemption on this year's E3. Maybe later after they release trailers, just maybe. This was the possible lineup list for Sony press conference for this year's E3. Let me know what you think of this list and what other games you think you will see in this year's E3. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and I see you all later.